Hey guys, Luca here, and today we will be talking about is it too late to get the Venture X card? You might be thinking to yourself, I just missed the 100k all-time high offer, now the sign-up bonus is only 75,000, and on top of that, they're no longer offering the $200 Airbnb credits. So is the card still worth it? Let's take a look at the card itself first. So right now if you sign up, if you spend $4,000 in 3 months, you get the 75,000 points. And with an annual fee of $395. So what does the sign-up bonus currently worth? By looking at the points alone, 75,000 is about 750 if you just use the Capital One portal and use 1 point per 1 cent. But of course you can get more value if you transfer to their airline partners. Just with that alone, you can see that the card almost paid for itself for 2 years, not considering any other perks. So now let's take a look at some of the notable perks that really takes this card to the next level. The first thing is the $300 travel credit. The travel credit for this card, you can use it through Capital One travel portal. And there are a lot of options. You can go from hotels, rental cars, to airline tickets. It definitely offers you more flexibility than some of the counterparts, such as like Amex Platinum, which only offer you $200 towards hotel. And it's not as flexible as Chase, since you still have to book it through the Capital One portal, but maybe that's not as bad if you have to travel at least once or twice a year, and you can take advantage of the $300 travel credit. That already makes the card only $95 a year. On top of that, they're also offering 10,000 points every single year on your card anniversary. So a year from today when you get the card, you get 10,000 bonus points on the 1 cent valuation. That 10,000 points is worth about $100. Yeah, clearly you can see that just by these two perks alone, the credit card offers you a $400 value still. Comparing to the $395 annual fee, they're paying you $5 at the moment to just keep the card open. What about some of the other perks? Some of the other perks are very similar to other credit cards that may offer, such as like the TSA or like, global entrant. And of course like phone protection, the travel protection, the most basic one. So I'm not gonna talk about them too much because that's not really setting them apart. But one thing I do want to mention is the fact that Capital One is aggressively building their own lounge in the US and even around the world. Definitely check around to see if there's a Capital One lounge that's being built near a local airport that you frequently fly, because that could be something to consider. And they want to compete against cards such as like Amex, who has like a very good lounge of themselves, or like Delta. That will only get better, but that might also mean the card might have to bump up its fee in the future. But at least for this year, the card is still $395. And another thing I really like about the credit card is the fact that you can gift the authorized user, meaning they get their own version of the credit card under you, and they have the same lounge access as you. So that's something great. Let's say you have like a dependents, kids, or someone, they can be added under your credit card, and they have, depending on how much you value the lounge access, this could be a bonus addition to the perks. That's pretty much the overview. So what do I like the most about this credit card? I would say the first is definitely the fact that the perks alone pays for the credit card. Even without the sign-up bonus. When the card first released, you actually had to spend $10,000 in order to get the 100k points. So maybe that wasn't very durable for a lot of people. But now, they might have lowered the sign-up bonus, but they also decreased the minimum spending amount that you had to do to $4,000, which is something more durable in a 3-month time period. So now the consideration is, how much do you value the benefit? I think the $300 travel credit is very good. Like if you just travel at least once, you can book a hotel, or book a flight, or book a rental car. And that's pretty much already about $300 that you will be saving. And on top of that, they also give you the bonus points. You can transfer the point to your partner airline that you prefer, get more than 1 cent per value. So the card itself already makes it very desirable. That's the reason why I got it myself in the first place. What don't I like about the card? Looking at the card itself, there aren't that much, but then again, it doesn't offer as much benefits, such as Chase or Amex may offer Uber or DoorDash delivering service, complimentary things. But the Capital One Venture X card doesn't really offer any of these. Not as expensive as some of the other cards, so maybe that's the reason why. Since the card already offers you a lot of value, they don't feel like they have to add more perks. Another thing that I don't really like about Capital One is definitely the airline transport partners. Sure, they have Singapore or British Airways and Air Canada. Some of these are the bigger, fancier transport partner that a lot of people enjoy. But for me, I prefer, you know, fly international to like, you know, the Eastern Asia country like Japan, China, Korea, or I would domestic fly a lot within the US. So some of these transport partners may not be what I'm always looking at, whereas Chase, Amex offer some transport partner that, you know, I can benefit more from such flight. And one notable one is definitely Star Alliance like, you know, ANA or like Virgin Atlantic. That's something like I'm always looking at to see if I can transfer some points there and get like a, you know, round trip flight to like Japan or something. But the Capital One doesn't necessarily offer you that with the British Airways or like Singapore Airline. Like, you know, you can still get a very nice trip to like Europe or like, you know, Singapore. It's definitely something to note. So the only way for you to really earn a lot of points is by booking through Capital One portal. Everything else, you only get a flat 2 times the rate. So just by looking at this stats alone, it seems to me that this is like an everyday credit card. And that's pretty much what I use. For example, I like to eat a lot, so like, you know, the Chase card offers 3 times points, and the Amex Gold offers 4 times. Because of that, the Capital One doesn't really offer a lot of points in the fields that I do a lot. But I do use the Capital One Venture card, for example, like on gas, car repair, maintenance, oil change, any expense that is really hard to categorize. Like if you don't have like a business card, if you don't have something that's like very specialized. For example, if you have the Chase Trifecta already, like this may not matter to you since you already have like an everyday spending card that can be transferred to your Chase Sapphire. But if you don't have that and you just want to accumulate more points, then I would say Venture X will do the trick. Like if you need an everyday spending card, then this might be it. So why did I get it? That's exactly the reason why I got it. So I have both Chase and Amex. I use them for different purposes. I realized I don't really have an everyday spending card where I can earn points more than the base 1 times multiplier, and Capital One made a lot of sense. But I still think I will get it just because the $75,000 as well as the fact that they're offering you $5 incentive just to keep the card open. So overall, I think this is a very solid card that you can consider getting. So if you're just thinking about starting your credit card journey, then this may not be the right card for you. But if you want to add an everyday spending card to yourself, then sure, I would say this is definitely a very good card to have. Pay me $5 to keep this card, I will be happy to keep this open. Since this is a very new card, I don't think you will be seeing the all-time high offer anytime soon. Maybe the holiday seasons, but if you're not in rush of getting a credit card, then you can consider waiting it. There's always a chance for them to even reduce the points further since the card offers $5 already. So yeah guys, let me know what you think. Hope this video was helpful and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. See you guys next time.